Let's talk about a Tirrill or a Bunsen burner. Always goggles for safety. So why? Because with flame, with glass, or with chemicals, goggles are required. This is flame, goggles required. All right, so let's talk about the parts of a Tirrill burner. And you can see it in this illustration here, but let's look at them on the actual Tirrill burner. This right here is the base, okay? This underneath here is the gas control. So that regulates the amount of gas coming up through the Bunsen burner. This is called the barrel. And then the lower part of the barrel is called the collar. And it has these air vents on the collar, okay? And then we have the part around the back, which is the gas inlet. And that's where gas is coming into the burner. And here we have rubber tubing. Okay, and that is connected to the gas valve over here. Then we have a striker. A striker is a tool that we can use to light the Bunsen burner. It has a piece of flint on it that creates a spark when you rub it across, okay? Now you don't have to use a striker, but we will practice with this. You always want to make sure that the rubber tubing is connected tightly, both at the gas inlet and at the gas valve, and that there are no obvious holes, tears in the rubber tubing, because that would mean gas leaking out. You want to check the gas valves before we get started. This indicates the gas is on, so gas would be flowing out of that gas valve. And with nothing connected, that is terrible, right? This meaning this control is perpendicular. This is off. Here you can see it again. This is off. Okay? This with the control parallel to the gas valve, that is on. So be careful and make sure that is what you intend. And now we're going to go through the procedure of lighting, reviewing the parts, and then turning it off. Okay.
I'm going to show you the process for lighting a Tirrill burner. Now this is very similar to a Bunsen burner, except a Tirrill burner down here has a gas control. So before I get started, base, gas control, barrel, this is the collar with the air vents, the rubber tubing, and this is connected to the gas control. This is where gas is going to come out of. Okay, before I get started, I'm just going to hold the base, make sure that the barrel is tight, make sure the gas control is tight, but that means I turn it the opposite direction. So clockwise for the barrel to tighten and counterclockwise for the gas. And I'm going to make sure that this is off. Remember, that means it is perpendicular to where the rubber tubing is and the gas comes out. Now I'm ready to get started. Turn on the gas here. It should line up with the rubber tubing. Now gas is flowing through the rubber tubing here, but not coming out because I have not opened the gas valve. Hold the base, turn the gas valve slightly so gas is coming out. Use the striker and light the flame. There we go. This, however, is not the best flame. This, again, looking like this. Okay, this is not the best flame for working in lab. I need to let in more air to make this flame warmer. So start to rotate the barrel, the opposite direction, remember? Start turning it. You'll notice the color of the flame. So I'm going to hold this up and rotate. The color of the flame starts to change, but keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, finally, I see that inner core and outer core. Remember, the top of that inner core would be the hottest part of that flame, okay? So just a little closer. Okay, we can see that inner core and outer core clearly, okay? Looks beautiful, amazing, right? That is how you light the burner. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you the process for shutting down the burner. Okay, you have finished your lab and you're ready to turn off the burner. What do you do? Okay, go back to the source, follow that rubber tubing all the way back to the beginning and shut off the gas. That should cause your flame to go out. This is the barrel. Remember, this is the collar with the air vents. Rotate the barrel until that is closed. There we go. Now this is the gas control. That's how I know this is a Tirrill burner, not a Bunsen burner. And I'm going to rotate that in order to close it. Remember, that goes counterclockwise, barrel tightens clockwise. Okay, tighten that. And then I am finished with the burner. In lab, you may leave this connected or be asked to disconnect it. You follow that direction.